What if I told you that the millionaires around you don't look the way you expect? They don't drive flashy cars, live in mansions, or wear designer suits. In fact, they might be your neighbor, the small business owner down the street, or the couple who still clips coupons even though they've long secured financial independence. Welcome to The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas J. Stanley and William D. Danko. This book shatters the myths about wealth and reveals the real habits of America's self-made millionaires. If you've ever wondered how wealth is truly built, and more importantly, how you can apply these lessons to your own life, this summary will give you a clear, actionable roadmap. In the next 4 sections, we'll explore the key principles and behaviors that separate the wealthy from those who only appear to be rich. By the end of this audiobook, you'll walk away with a new perspective on financial success and practical steps to start your own wealth-building journey. So, let's dive in. Section 1. The hidden habits of real millionaires. What comes to mind when you think of a millionaire? If you picture luxury cars, designer clothes, and extravagant vacations, think again. The authors, after years of studying America's wealthy, discovered a surprising truth. Most millionaires are ordinary people who live below their means, invest wisely, and prioritize financial independence over status symbols. Take, for example, a wealthy businessman interviewed for the study. He showed up to a millionaire survey event in a simple, off-the-rack suit and drove a modest car. Meanwhile, some of the least wealthy attendees, despite high incomes, arrived in expensive vehicles, dressed in designer outfits, and lived paycheck to paycheck. The key insight here: income does not equal wealth. Many high earners spend everything they make, while true millionaires focus on accumulating assets rather than showing off success. This shift in mindset is crucial. Real financial stability comes from understanding that flashy purchases don't equate to actual wealth. Millionaires focus on what really matters: financial security and long-term investments. The idea that wealth is often quiet while financial instability is loud is a fundamental principle in this book. Understanding this concept can change the way you think about success and motivate you to make smarter financial choices. The foundation of wealth is not how much you make, but how much you keep. The authors introduce a powerful idea. Self-made millionaires are exceptionally frugal. They budget carefully, live well below their means, and prioritize saving and investing over mindless spending. One particularly eye-opening story comes from a millionaire who refused to buy a luxury car despite being able to afford it. His reason? He valued financial independence over fleeting status symbols. His decision to drive a used car and live in a modest home wasn't about deprivation. It was about securing long-term wealth. So, what's the takeaway? Avoid lifestyle inflation. Just because you earn more doesn't mean you should spend more. Instead, adopt a frugal mindset, invest the difference, and watch your wealth grow. Frugality is not about being cheap. It's about making wise financial choices that serve your long-term goals. Wealthy individuals see money as a tool for freedom, not for unnecessary luxuries. This disciplined approach to spending is one of the most significant factors in their success. Over time, consistent, smart spending habits accumulate and build true financial independence. Section 2. The smart use of time, money, and resources. Millionaires don't just manage their money well, they manage their time and energy wisely. Wealth isn't built overnight. It's the result of consistent, disciplined financial habits over many years. One of the most striking patterns among the wealthy is their ability to focus on long-term goals. They track their spending, plan for the future, and avoid financial distractions. Compare this to the average high-income earner who might waste time chasing short-term pleasures, like upgrading to the latest car model every year or taking lavish vacations they can't afford. To put it simply, millionaires make intentional choices about money and time. They invest early, let compound interest work for them, and don't allow fleeting temptations to derail their financial plan. This deliberate decision-making extends beyond finances. It also includes how they choose their careers, friendships, and daily routines. Wealth building is a marathon, not a sprint, and those who understand this make choices that consistently align with their long-term goals. By cultivating a patient, strategic approach to both time and money, you set yourself up for lasting success. Society often measures success by outward appearances. A luxury car or a designer wardrobe might signal wealth, but more often than not, they indicate debt and overspending. Consider this. The average millionaire does not buy new luxury cars. Instead, they drive used, reliable vehicles. The reason? Depreciation. A new car loses a significant portion of its value the moment it leaves the dealership. Meanwhile, a used, well-maintained car serves the same purpose, without draining financial resources. The lesson here is clear. Stop trying to look rich and start actually becoming rich. Drive a car that serves your needs, not your ego. The decision to drive a practical vehicle is one example of how the wealthy prioritize long-term value over short-term gratification. By applying this same principle to other spending habits, you can start making financial decisions that build, rather than drain, your wealth. Avoiding the trap of materialism allows you to focus on the bigger picture: financial security, freedom, and the ability to make choices on your own terms. Section 3. Building financially independent families. Many financially struggling individuals are often those who receive financial help from their wealthy parents. The book refers to this as economic outpatient care, EOC, a phenomenon where parents provide financial assistance to adult children, ultimately hindering their ability to build wealth independently. The problem? EOC fosters dependency. Instead of learning to live within their means and accumulate wealth, recipients of financial handouts become reliant on external support. Millionaires, on the other hand, raise financially independent children who understand the value of money. Over time, this creates a self-sustaining cycle where financial discipline is passed down, rather than wealth being depleted across generations. When children learn to earn, save, and invest on their own, they become better equipped to manage wealth responsibly rather than squander it. Building generational wealth requires instilling the right financial values. Millionaires don't just accumulate wealth, they teach their children financial responsibility. They encourage self-sufficiency, hard work, and prudent money management rather than simply handing down wealth. These lessons shape their children into responsible stewards of money, ensuring the family's financial legacy remains intact for future generations. Section 4. The path to long-term wealth. Many self-made millionaires don't follow traditional career paths. Instead, they carve out niches in industries that may not seem glamorous but are incredibly profitable. They take advantage of overlooked opportunities and build businesses that generate lasting wealth. This approach requires vision, patience, and a willingness to go against conventional wisdom, but those who persist often find themselves in a league of their own. The final chapter ties everything together. Discipline, frugality, investing, and financial independence are the cornerstones of wealth building. Success is not about luck. It's about following these time-tested principles and staying committed to long-term goals. By applying these strategies consistently, anyone, regardless of their income level, can build lasting financial security. So, what have we learned? The path to wealth isn't about earning millions overnight. It's about discipline, smart spending, and long-term planning. Real millionaires live below their means, invest wisely, and prioritize financial security over status. They build wealth over time through consistent, intentional choices. The good news? You don't need to inherit a fortune or win the lottery to achieve financial freedom. By applying the principles in the Millionaire Next Door, you can take control of your financial future, build lasting wealth, and create a life of true financial independence. If you found this summary helpful, take action today. Start tracking your spending, set clear financial goals, and commit to making smarter money choices. And if you want to dive deeper into these insights, consider picking up a copy of The Millionaire Next Door. Your journey to financial success starts now. Thank you for listening, and until next time, keep building your future.